harus Hi, everybody. Wishing you a very good evening and a warm welcome to the NTT, the Nursery Teachers Training, or in some states it's referred to as the Early Childhood and Care Education webinar. My name is Miss Nishita, and I'm going to be taking you through this webinar, and I'll be very happy to take any of your questions at the end of the webinar. So I would request you all to be on, keep your, mics on mute for now. And when we finish, I'll be opening it up for you to be asking questions, any queries. Also, we will be sharing a certificate for the webinar. So I'll be sharing the link for you to give your feedback and also for the coupon link as well as for you to receive your certificate, right? So welcome and let's get started. Warm welcome from Up Educators. So on behalf of Up Educators, I'm welcoming you, and I would like to first start this evening by sharing our academic partners. So Up Educators is an online training firm, and we partner with some of the most credible names in the industry. We are partners with Google for education. We are also partners with Microsoft. We conduct the Certiport certified exam partner for them. We also conduct courses for Cambridge, and I'm a mentor on those courses as well, the certificate and diploma. Uh, our international partners are STEM.org and AT. And from the national perspective or from the government certificate perspective for India, MEPSC or Skill India is the one that provides a certificate for our courses, and the NTT ECC course that you are here to attend the webinar for, that gets the certificate from MEPSC Skill India. Okay, just going to share a few slides before I get on to what is NTT, what is ECC about Up Educators. So we are India's leading online training course institute, and what we are here to do as our mission or vision is to equip the educators like yourself to teach using the most best practices using 21st century pedagogy, and I'll explain that in detail later. uh, no educator can teach without AI tools and digital tools today, so we also ensure that we will equip you with that, and this will not only improve your teaching but also the learning experiences and outcomes, and also because the expectations of schools and parents and stakeholders is very different now, we have to also upskill ourselves. So this course is going to upskill. Okay. Until now, we have trained up to 25,000 educators, and these educators are from schools across India, across 25 countries, and we have also trained educators from schools, 9,000 plus schools and colleges. And this course is going to be beneficial for you whether you're teaching in CBSE, ICSE, IB board, or state board, or even Cambridge board, right? So it's going to be a beneficial course for you and is going to support your teaching and your experiences with the students or equipping them, right? So that's you can see all these other schools that our teachers have done the course, right? Now we also have the largest teacher community on social media with 4 lakh plus followers in India. And I would also urge you to join us on any of these platforms and also be part of the community, right? One thing which is very interesting or very good that we do at Up Educators, or very effective, I would say, is that apart from us who are going to be your mentors, we also invite expert voices in education. So we conduct a lot of master classes, and these are special classes where the teachers who are national teacher awardees are going to be there and will be having a session with you. We've also had 2 teachers who've done the course with us, Mrs. Malti and Mr. Chandan, and they have received the award from our president, a national teaching award. So it's not only because they were good teachers, but because they were using digital tools, they were using AI tools, and they were using very innovative or creative pedagogy. Okay, so that's a little bit about that. See, in today's day and age, one of the ways that we all validate, something is good, something is excellent, is reviews. So as so far, we have received about 3,000 plus Google reviews, and we've been rated 4.9, which is a very good rating out of 5. Like it's almost a full marks, right? Also, what we do at Up Educators, one of the endeavors we have is that we conduct So if you're a practicing teacher, we conduct Teachers Olympia. Okay. And we've had like almost 25,000 teachers who have participated. And we send out an invitation for you to participate. So if you want to put in your application, there is an exam. Then after that, you have to submit your lesson plan, your video. And these we have it in different categories. Like we have primary teachers, English teachers, science, pre-primary, math, and digital. And the good thing is, apart from getting a certificate of achievement, these events are also covered by the media. So Z News, Hindustan Times, Times of India, they have covered it and they also feature the teachers. So it's a very big privilege. But from our point of view, it is showcasing of the best practices. Okay. Also, one thing very good for all of you is that you will have access to Up Educators, which is India's first AI platform for educators. And what are we going to do is we will be giving you access to it, free access, if I will add, and you will be able to use this tool, AI tool, specifically for teachers. So this will empower you to make your lesson plans, activities, content, question assignments, subject-wise tools, board-wise tools, right? So this I will show you how this works. And I know that you are maybe using Chat GPT or Gemini or other, Grok or other tools, but they are for general. This is only for teachers. So all the categories are meant for teachers. And I'll show you how quickly you can actually generate lesson plans, curriculum, quizzes, anything. And you can also do it board wise. So if you're teaching CBSE, you can give the instructions and you will get CBSE, a kind of a lesson plan or worksheet or a series of lesson plan, because that's something that really consumes time. Okay. We've also one thing very good about this course is that apart from learning, teaching tools, pedagogy as we call it, you will also become a digital tool. That means you will become a Google or a Microsoft certified educator. So this course also will teach you Google tools, right? You'll also be learning that. Okay. So that was a little bit about Up Educators. Now let's get to this webinar, which you are here to attend. So in today's webinar, I'll be talking to you about a few key points, about 6 key points. Okay. I'm going to be talking to you about what is NTT, why is there a increase in demand for this field, and how it will, what are the different career opportunities for you once you do this course, and whether you are a current teacher who's teaching right now, or you are somebody who's looking to move from one profession to the other, like you're a graduate, or you're moving from one profession to into teaching, or even you're a parent, how this will benefit you. Okay. And why you should do this course. How will it equip you? How will it benefit you? How will it help you to get a job? Right. And of course, then I will take you through the course content, whatever the topics are. And I will talk to you about the cost of the course. And like I mentioned, I will be sharing a coupon code. So this offer is only valid for the next 2 days, 48 hours. Then you will be able to get this particular rate, right? And also, what are the certificates that you will be getting in this course? Okay. So first of all, what is this course? This is actually a very comprehensive, means detailed course, which will equip you not only with the best practices, research-based practices, but will also equip you with the knowledge and the skills. So you will also learn practical theory. You learn theory, but you will also learn practical application to teach young children. Okay. Now you will be thinking like, why should I do this course, right? Because there's a lot that has changed. First of all, curriculum wise, and with so many years, there's so much of progress in education. But also one more important thing is that there is a big increase in the demand of early years educators, right? Why is there a demand of them, right? So what are the things that have changed? Why suddenly there is a demand for teachers, not only in school, but also online, okay? So all of you know that you may be well aware that 0 to 8, that means when the child is born, to 8 years, that is considered to be the golden years of development. It's called the golden window, okay? This is when the maximum brain development of a child happens, okay? So this is something that now parents understand. So they want children to go to good, safe uh, schools with well qualified teachers. Okay. Then another thing that's happened is that in 2020, the government of India came up with a policy called NEP. That's called National Education Policy. So that supports early year education, right? They want that every state, every city, every place should have Anganwadis, and children should start getting part of the formal schooling so that they also have a safe, good place and they can learn, right? Another thing that's happened is that it has been yeah, there has been a rising number of nuclear families. Okay, so what has happened is nowadays we are not living with joint family. So when you get up in the morning, you feel like, how do you look after the children? You want them to go to a good school with good teachers, learn with good environment, right? Also, you will agree that in the last maybe 5, 10 years, mothers and fathers are both working, so there is parents have to do both the roles. So then students or children need to go to some place where they can be again, under a watchful eye. Safety, security is not a concern. Okay. And another thing, that with NEP, one more rule has come up, or one more is called RTE, right to education. Okay, so government has come up with this policy of RTE. That means in our schools we have to take not only children, we have to take children with inclusive needs, right? So we should be learning, knowing about, so it's parents expect teachers to know about, learning difficulties, special needs, and also to be able to cater to that, right? And of course, you all know that since 2020, after COVID or during COVID, the number of digital technologies has really boomed. Okay. And digital training, so now they, all schools want teachers to be able to train using online resources, right? Even if you're working in a normal school, if someday there has been a band or some rain or something has happened, it's not like it's a holiday. You have to start teaching online. So you should know how to use online, digital media, digital tools. So this course will equip you with all of that. Okay. Also, if you just pick up the newspaper, this is an article from Financial Express. What it predicts or it says, I mean, they say that within the next 6 to 7 years, right? How many number of preschools there are going to be 3 times more. That means there will be so many more job opportunities available, whether you want to teach in a school, whether you want to set up a preschool, whether you want to just understand how to teach children. Okay, so because of all this, it has led to a great increase in career opportunities. Okay, so what are the things that you can do once you do this course? Of course, you will get equipped with digital tools, AI, pedagogy, teaching practices, right? But you can also become an educational entrepreneur. What does it mean to be an educational entrepreneur? That means you can start your own tuition classes, your own preschool, your own, whatever you want to do, you can do that. Okay. If you're a parent and you're saying, I'm doing this course because I want to understand about child psychology, child learning, right? So this will also help you and support you to teach your child effectively at home. Okay. And you will be very much involved in every step of your child. Okay. Also, this is a very good base, like this is, I would call it a baseline course, because every school wants the teacher should have some teaching education certificate, right? And whatever B.Ed people have done, that is obsolete. Nobody even looks at that anymore because that is very outdated, the way the lessons were done. And now everybody wants that ECCE or NTT should be there. And you, that is the base. Then of course you can do a B.Ed, you can do an M.Ed, right? This will help you. Okay. And of course, if you wish to teach online, like I am teaching you online, ed tech industry, you want to be part of the training industry, this will also help you to get jobs in this space so that you are flexible. You can work, like I don't work from office. I work from a laptop. You could do that, right? And of course, if you don't want to teach in a school or online, you can also run your own online or tuition classes. You can be a storyteller, you can be a phonics teacher, you can be an art and craft educator, remedial, special education. These are becoming very big, needs, or schools are looking, or parents are looking. Okay. So obviously, once you do this course, you can have a good work-life balance. And if you don't want to go out of your house, or you're living in a remote area, you can work from your laptop, right? This will really benefit you. Okay. But let me tell you something very interesting, that, we have trained 25,000 plus educators, right? And as per research, not only our research, but the world research, right? Most people who join in early years or nursery school or preschool, they actually come, they join without any formal training, with very little training. You know how much? 65%. That is a big number of teachers who are joining the schools or early years thinking that I can teach. So why do people not equip themselves, don't do a course? Because they assume that it's very easy. that teaching young children, usme kya badi baat hai? Just 1 to 10, ABC. It's so easy to teach children. I can teach it. And once they actually join a preschool, they realize it's not just simple, you have to teach ABC or 1, 2, 3. Why? Why is that? Okay. Because this generation that we are teaching, okay, the generation, they are called Gen Alpha, Generation Alpha. They are very different from the way you and I went to school and quietly listened to the teacher. Okay. So let me tell you what is a generation. Okay. So every 14 years, 14 years, it's considered to be a different generation. Okay. Like, so most of you may be born, some of you may be born in maybe Gen X. Millennials are people who are born after 1977 to 1997. Gen 20 is after 1997, but Gen Alpha, okay, who we are talking about, who are in our schools right now, they are born after 2010. Okay, that means most children, if they were born from 2010 to 2024. Okay, those are the children in school. That means 0 to 14 years. Okay, not 0, 1 to 14 years. They are called Gen Alpha. Okay, that's called Alpha. Now, the children who are born from 2025, मतलब जो इस साल से kids are born, they are called Gen Beta. 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 Okay, so right now in our preschools, the children who are coming are Gen Alpha. Okay, now when they were born since 2010, they have grown up with technology. The first thing that they saw was a camera, mobile phone. Okay. They love technology. They like to learn through online learning. And they don't like traditional classrooms. They get very bored. Okay. Also, right now, the when you are teaching in a preschool or early years or nursery, right? Or kindergarten, their children are very diverse. They are not one type of learners. Some there are learners who are coming from different language background. कोई हिंदी में बोल रहा है, कोई मराठी में बोल रहा है, कोई इंग्लिश में बोल रहा है, कोई स्पेनिश में बोल रहा है, right? So we have children from different cultures. Children who are, have different learning styles. So some children learn best through visual, by seeing. Some children learn best through hearing. They want to listen to rhymes, they learn best through that. Some children learn best by doing. That's called kinesthetic learners. And some like to read and write. Okay. Also, we have children who are from Korea, Japan, US. So they are also part of our classrooms. And like I mentioned to you, RTE, right to education, right? We have children also in our schools because the government wants us to, support children who are from, background, social, economically weaker. So we have those children also in our class, and of course, children with different abilities. So it is now we have to think how to teach all of them, how to plan a curriculum to teach different needs, diverse needs, okay, differentiation. Also, you will agree because of so much of technology and video and all, the children of alpha generation, they're used to a lot of fast paced learning. एक वीडियो देखा फिर दूसरा देखेंगे फिर तीसरा देखेंगे राइट सो व्हाट हैज हैपेंड द अटेंशन स्पैन हैज बिकम very short and they can't focus. So we also need to plan for them. Okay. And look at your own phone. On your phone, there will be at least 15, 20 apps. You look at your family members' phone, they will have 15, 20 different apps. So now everybody expects a lot of personalization. कि जो मुझे अच्छा लगता है, मैं वही app रखूंगी, right? Similarly, Gen Alpha also expect that you will personalize learning for them. Okay, so now you have to know which digital tools to use, which AI to use, which quiz to give them, what is their level. You have to plan accordingly. Okay, and who can forget parents? Because parents are paying so much of fees nowadays. They are very demanding. They want that in the school, other than teaching literacy or numeracy, ABC, 1, 2, 3, you also teach children about nutrition, खाने के बारे में, healthy living, safety, security, right? Parents want that teachers should be very communicative. आप email भेजोगे, WhatsApp भेजोगे, reports भेजोगे, you write in the diary, right? So you also have to find time to do that, right? And nowadays, very important is something called 21st century skills. Okay, that means just we cannot teach children English and math. We also have to teach them how to use, be creative, be communicative, because these are all important for 21st century. Okay, and also importantly, parents want that we should give individual attention. We should know what are the positives, what are the negatives of each child, and we should be very caring. Okay. And very important nowadays, we cannot scold children. We cannot hit them. We cannot, look at them in anger. I mean, we have to really use positive reinforcement. That means we have to know good classroom strategies, management strategies, time management strategies, right? But what is happening now? Currently, if you go to any preschool or schools, not all, but I'm just saying overall, right? We are still teaching this generation, this different, very unique generation in a very traditional manner. Okay. And let me show you this short video. She's a very good teacher, but the only thing is she's teaching using very outdated technology. Like she's not even using technology, she is using outdated ways of teaching. So let's see that. This is how currently teachers are teaching.
So let us have a quick recap of what we are learning, children. Yes, we are learning simple additions. Yes, what are these, children? Mangoes. And how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct. In one hand, I have 4 mangoes, and in the other hand, I have 4 mangoes. And if I add them together, how many do I get? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. So what did we do? 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. Yes? Good. Lollipop.
Right. So you can see that the teacher has used some teaching aids. She's used the puppets. She's also using the board. But this is a traditional method. What we are talking about is where you involve the children. You have group play-based learning. We are going to be in groups, right? We are going to do projects with them. We are going to do inquiry-based teaching, right? So this is considered to be traditional teaching, even though she has used some prompts, right? So what is also happening is if we teach in this way, even our salaries will be low. Okay, that's something that is the problem. Okay, so we have to understand that currently as teachers or educators or facilitators, right, we have some, if we are going to teach generation alpha in a traditional lecture way, they are not going to be involved or engaged. Okay, we also need to know how to give individual attention, the challenge, how to support each child because they are so different, right? And another challenge that teachers have nowadays is that we have to spend a lot of time in creating resources, right? So we are spending a lot of time. And because children are coming from different learning styles, backgrounds, cultural backgrounds, we don't know how to plan curriculum accordingly, right? And also because parents' expectations are so high, we don't know how to collaborate with them, how to do all of that, right? So apart from all of that, also organizations like NEP, Government of India, UNESCO, they want teachers who also will teach using research based training. Okay, that they should know what are the latest research, what are the new theories of learning and teaching. They want teachers to use technology while teaching. Okay, they want teachers to use approaches like play based learning, inquiry learning, project based learning, experiential, when students will go and touch and feel and engage with it. And they want teachers who will plan. Assessment is not only a final exam, you have to do ongoing assessment, holistic assessment, right? And teachers who will manage and motivate classrooms. Okay, now obviously, this course is going to help you to shape the future of Gen Alpha learners and teach you all these things. We will teach you how to do all that the parents expect, the government expects, the UNESCO expects, the WHO expects. Okay. So this is our course. It's called the Nursery Teachers Training or Early Childhood and Care and Education. It's a live interactive course. That means just the way I'm speaking to all of you, I can see we have 69 of us. There are so many people here. I'm having a live interaction with you. Okay. And once you do this course, of course, you have to have experience and all the certificates. You also have a very good salary potential. Okay. So you can see that if you're, once you have good 4 5 years of experience, you're equipping yourself with all these latest tools and learning strategies and research based learning, you can earn per month about 30 35,000 in a CBSE school. ICSE pays a little better. International schools can pay even up to 70 80,000 per month to the teachers. And even franchisee schools will end up paying 30 35,000 if you are well trained. Okay, that is important. Okay, now let's talk about what are the main. So this is about it. about what are the main topics in this course. Okay, so whatever our topics are, they are based on research. They are based on the latest best practices across the world, not only in India. Okay, and also there are some myths. Myths means जो चीज सही नहीं है. We believe it is, but it is not. Okay, for instance, a lot of people believe that play-based learning does not benefit early learners, that they should start reading and writing right from the beginning and they should not engage in play. That's a waste of time. Okay. But that is a myth because research has proven, right? We all know that from if you have to look at the brain-based learning or brain-based research, we all have a brain. There's a right brain and a left brain. So the right brain is the emotional, or you would say the creative brain, and the left brain is the logical brain, right? So according to neurologists, that in the first 3 to 4 years of age, there is maximum brain development on the right side. That means children will learn best through stories, through movement, through songs, through art and craft. And only after about when they're closer to 7 years can they actually start to get into the logical part of it or structure part of it. That is why play based learning is very crucial and scientifically proven to be the correct way to teach children. Okay. Then the second myth is India में बोलते हैं ना pencil दे दो लिखना शुरू करो ABC, they should start writing, but that is also a myth. That is why is that? I'll tell you, because if you go to any pediatrician or any doctor, okay, he will tell you that there is a particular growth pattern. That means जिस तरह से बच्चा बड़ा होता है. So we move from the child grows from head to toe, which is cephalodocaudal, top to bottom, and the child grows from. Let me just take my pen and tell you. Okay, top to bottom, and the child grows from inside to outside. Okay, from center to outward. Okay, what does that mean? That when we look at milestone, when a child is born, okay, first milestone he has to hold up his head, then he can move his hand and pick up an object. That's the first milestone. Once he has got trunk control, neck control, then he will be able to crawl and then he will be able to walk. So that means the part of the body that develops the last is the fingers. So if you force children to start writing early, it's not good for them. In fact, we should do a lot of pre-writing skills with them, not like we should not do anything. Okay. So our curriculum, it offers scientifically planned teaching with tech integration and an innovative approach. Okay. So what are the approaches that you are going to learn or you're going to have classes on? Play-based learning. Okay. We have a module on that. Reggio Emilia approach, project-based approach, inquiry learning, Waldorf education, integrated learning, and flipped classroom. So I'll explain all this to you one by one, but these are just some of the topics. We have many more topics. These are just some of them. Okay. So also another thing that teachers face is that sometimes parents or other staff members you can have a situation. We don't know how to deal with it. So we also have a lot of videos which will teach you how to deal with these situations. So I'm just going to show you one of them. Let's just move to the video. You're just going to see it in just a moment.
Excuse me, ma'am. I need to speak to you about something important. It's about the amount of homework my child is getting.
Good morning, Mr. Sharma. Sure, but I have to head into the classroom soon. Can we make it quick?
It won't take long. I'm really concerned. My son has been staying up late every night, struggling to finish the homework. He's so tired and stressed. I think he's been given too much work.
I understand your concern, Mr. Sharma, and I agree that balance is important. But right now, the other students are waiting for me in class. Can we continue this conversation later, maybe after school or via phone? We can find a solution that works for your child.
But this needs to be fixed. He's just a child and the pressure is affecting his health.
Absolutely, and we'll address it together. Let's schedule a time to talk about it in detail and find a solution that reduces his stress. I'm sure we can resolve this. I'll see you in the afternoon.
All right, but I hope we can really fix this.
Right. So you can see that, many times there are situations we don't know what to do, and we have a whole, library of these resources, which we will be sharing with you for taking, I mean, when we have to have a situation, how do we handle the situation? Okay, that's what it is. We also, will be teaching you how to use a thematic teaching approach. That also, kind of is an approach which is recommended by NEP and research-based studies. So some of you will say, Ma'am, Ms. Nishita, what is a thematic approach? Okay, so when we talk about theme, like supposing you're learning about animals, right? So thematic approach is when you don't just teach them the names of the animals or the sounds they make, but also where do they live. You tell them lots of stories and vocabulary related to that. You do art and craft. You teach them, you set up a role play for them to do group play. You also teach them the sounds, right? So we are going to be teaching you this approach. And I'm going to be sharing this, this is one of our tutors at Up Educators. She's Miss Simran Preet. And she had actually won the Olympiad for the pre-primary teachers. And you can see how she has taught using a thematic approach. And we can see this and you will understand exactly what is a thematic approach.
This session will be the thematic integrated approach, and blended learning will be there, and hands-on experience will be there for the children. And I will use the approach of 3C model, like connect, conduct and conclude. I will not directly tell children about the topic. I will create inquiry based learning, and then children will get on the topic by themselves. So I will start with dramatic role play. My buddy teacher will come with this tiger mask on, like this. Then I will start the inquiry based, like, oh, who is there in our class today? Do you know who is this? How does he looks like? Okay, think. Do you think that our classroom is the right place for the tiger to roam around or live? Then what do you think, where should a tiger live? So these kind of inquiry based questions will connect them with the topic. So I will also get to know about the prior knowledge, like overview of the prior knowledge, like what they learn about the jungle and the animals. After this, then after the dramatic role play, I will show them this picture on the screen and ask them about what is happening in the picture. This will also let me know about the prior knowledge of the children about the jungle and the animals. So I will get an overview. So after this, I will show children a video. In the video, the animals, their sounds and features are covered, and this video will also act as a flipped classroom resource also for the children. And after the video, I will go for the conduction part. In conduction, I will show the animal flashcards, like I will be having a mystery bag and I will take out a flashcard from the bag. Oh, let's see who is hiding inside the bag. Take it out. Oh, what is this? Do you know who was hiding in my bag? Yes, it's a lion. How does lion sounds like? Oh, lion roars. It's the king of the jungle and it has mane on its body. So like this, I will be covering all the animals through the flashcards. After the features will be covered in this flashcard part. After this, guess the sound game will be there. In this, I will play the sound of the animals, like, so students have to guess. And for the kids, appreciation timely is very needed. Like whoever has given the answer right, I will appreciate them. This will encourage them to participate more. So by this, I will get to know like how much they have learned about the sounds and the features. So after conduction part, conclusion will be there. Like 2 groups, I will divide the class into 2 groups. One group will play I Spy game. In this, I will tell children, okay, so I spy with your little eyes. Everyone do this. I spy with your little eyes and find something that has a big trunk and it is green color. Find something. So in this picture that I have given to the students, they will circle elephant. So in this way, I will get to know about the ongoing assessment, like what they have learned. And as a feedback, I will help them wherever they need. And the second group, they will make the animal model. Then I will swap the groups so that both the groups can do the work. After that, both models will be there with the children of their group, so they have to explain their model. So in this way they have learned about features, sounds and animal names. So thematic integrated approach is done, like the names of the animals is covered under vocabulary literacy, the number of animals they have used in the model numeracy, and the habit and the features of the animals in understanding the world. Blended learning is there, proper use of online teaching digital material is there, and handmade material is also there, and hands-on experience as a model making. In jungle model making scene, I will be assessing the peer assessment as well, like how is their relation with their friends, are they helping each other or not, so it will also be covered. As an exit ticket, they have to write the number of animals they have used in their model, they have to stick it on the board, and then they can leave for the day. This will be the plenary of my session.
Right, so you can see how well she explained the entire thematic approach right to the end, and this is exactly what I mean
Thank
by
you so much.
thematic, right? So you'll be learning the best practices of nursery training, and of course, like I mentioned, that you'll also be invited to take part in the pre-primary Olympiad, which is covered. Now, because of the pre-primary Olympiad that we have conducted, we have a very big library of video lessons of best teaching practices, and we will be using them as a resource for you, as for you to also see what teachers across India, the world are doing. So you also get to share it and learn from that. Okay. Now, the second part of this, so these are all the pedagogical, that means the teaching practices. Now comes to the second part of it, which is the digital competency. So we will be also teaching you more than 12 topics for digital competency, from website building to virtual tours to augmented reality to creating videos, gamifying the learning, digital tools, how to create digital storybooks, comic books, Canva. We have wonderful sessions on this. Online assessment, video editing. So these are just some of the topics. We have many more topics than this. Just some of the topics that you will learn. Okay, and we will teach you how to create these using Google Earth, right? So these are just a small display of this, that if you're teaching children about different countries, let's say if you want to show them some country, you want to show them the Taj Mahal, you want to show them. So we will teach you how to use these tools, right? And you will learn how to, using Google Earth, how to be doing all this tech integration in your lesson. Okay. And remember, they're digital learners, so they need to use, you need to use this to teach them properly. Okay. Yeah. Also, we will be teaching you how to create your website. So maybe you can create a website for your preschool or for your portfolio, or it could be a student resource, or even if you're conducting a fancy dress competition, your school, you're getting other schools to participate. So using Google sites.google, we'll be teaching you how to create these websites. Okay. So you'll be learning all this in our tech modules. You'll also be learning how to make very interactive presentation, right? Other than just using PPTs or PowerPoint, you will learn how to make presentations where you can put in videos, you can put in quizzes, you can make it very interactive and very interesting for children. Okay, you can see this demo. This is a 3D image of a shark. This is a kind of a quiz, like a domino quiz. Okay. Now we're also teaching you how to create videos, and this has been created by one of our participants, Miss Pranal. Yeah, let's listen to this video, how she's created it, and you can see how beautifully she's done, right? Let's see.
I'm a square, you can see me everywhere. I have four sides. I'm a square, I'm a square. I'm a circle, I'm a circle. I go round and round and round. I have only one side. I'm a circle, round and round. I'm a triangle, triangle. I'm a pointy little shape. I have three sides. I'm a triangle, triangle. We are shapes. You can see us everywhere. I'm a rectangle, rectangle, like a really long square. I have four sides. I'm a rectangle,
Right, so you can see what a beautiful, yeah. So yeah, we have some questions. Which app is this? So yeah, Pooja is asking this question. So Pooja, we'll be showing you how to create this using Google Sites, right? Because Google. So because as part of your certification for NTT, you'll also be learning Google tools and you will be getting a certificate from Google. So I'll explain that to you, right? Also, we will be teaching you how to use AI tools for teaching resources, okay? So you will be using AI tools for making comic books. You can create these comic books. We will be, and these are all free tools as part of the course. It's not like you have to pay anything extra. So since Pooja has asked this question in the chat window, uh, also, we have a huge library of what we call as ebooks. Okay, so ebooks, e-comics are also something that you will learn using Canva, using many tools. Since you asked which tool, you can learn. You can actually add your, and we have Story Jumper. There are many tools. I'll tell you all one by one. You can add your the names of your character. You can add the what the story will be. You can add the script, and this has been created by one of our students. Okay, like one of the biggest or the best tools that you will be getting access to is upeducators.ai. This is a AI tool specially created for teachers by UpEducators. It's a free access for 1 year you'll be having, and you will be able to create images, lesson plans, evaluate students' work, create differentiated learning, curriculums, quizzes. Like it can do like at least 150 things for teachers. Okay. And this is a demo. You can see if you want to create an image, you put in the prompt, that is what you want, and within like 7 seconds, it creates this beautiful image. You can download this image also. Now let's look at another demo. You give a text. Supposing you want to create a poem on based on the tune of Old MacDonald on healthy eating. Okay, so then within literally 2 seconds, the AI is generating this for you. Okay, so this is our upeducators.ai website. You want to create a coloring sheet. Put the age group, put the topic or the theme, and it will generate a beautiful coloring sheet. Okay, so the kind of things that this AI can do is just amazing, and it'll really make your life easier, faster, simpler. Okay, now obviously we'll be teaching you so many things. You also have to do some work, right? You also have to create journals. Okay, so I'm going to show you a sample of the kind of journals that you will be creating, the very professional journals. Of course, we will be giving you instructions and explaining to you how exactly to do it, what are the ways to do it. We'll be preparing you for it. But please do have a look and see the beautiful work that has been done by all the past participants. And you can also show this to whichever school you apply for a job. You can show it to them, right? So this is made by one of our participants. It's a rhymes and song journal. So we have to make worksheets for all different levels, nice framework and everything, and like put a picture there, create leveled worksheets, level 1, level 2, level 3, that means nursery and, pre-nursery and prep. This is another example. Story journal. You have to create stories for these 3 levels, pre-nursery, nursery, and prep, right? Create worksheets. So you'll be learning tools to create all this. Like obviously they have done this using some tools, right? And there are many tools. Canva is just one of them. This is just, this is on healthy choices, story on that. Creativity journal. So you have to create samples for artwork, like primary colors, and then you have to give a description. Okay. So supposing you work in a school, you have to also, the other teachers also should know what you're going to be doing. right? They have to see a sample of that. Okay, so there's many journals that you have to create. Okay, and you have to also give instructions for this. Okay, so yeah, spray painting, leaf printing, so beautifully done. Readiness journal, okay, where you will be learning to make worksheets for literacy, that is for language, and for numeracy. And you will learn and you will create these worksheets. So we will teach you how to create them, and then you have to create your journal. Okay, this is your portfolio, teacher portfolio. Okay, lesson plan. You have to create lessons proper with subject, age, learning objectives, material. We'll teach you how to do this. We'll give you a structure, a framework, or template, outline, whatever you like to call it. Okay. So you'll be learning how to also create teaching aids and lesson plans. Okay. And then once you go on to do your PG diploma, then you will be also creating an EVS journal, calligraphy journal, event journal, classroom journal, digital journal. Okay. So this was just some of the work that you need to do. This is just representative. There is a lot more to be done, but this will also prepare you to be teaching in the schools. Okay. So it's really, this is one of the simpler journals. They've made even more fabulous journals. Okay. Yeah. Now you will want to know what are the certificates that you will get at the end of the course, right? First of all, you'll be getting the government certificate, NCVET MEPSC, Skill India. This is a government certificate. It comes from the government of India. Okay. So for this, you have to be doing a particular module. They have to take a kind of a viva and an exam, and we will prepare you for that. We have, preparation session, doubt solving sessions, mock sessions. All of that is going to be there. Okay. You will also be getting a mark sheet, a certificate and the mark sheet. And this is a government mark sheet. This is not given by us. You can see that, right? And like I mentioned to you, we will be teaching you 12 to 14 Google tools. So you have to complete doing the modules. That means you have to attend the class, and then you have to take a short exam. This is online only, just a short exam. And then you will get this certificate, Google certified. And this is from Google, not from, I mean, we are the partners, but it comes from Google. Okay. And then once you complete the modules with us, you will be getting an Up Educators NTT/ECC course completion, and there will be a mark sheet. So these are all the topics. I will take you in detail what the topics are. Okay. And for each of the topics, you will be having 6 to 10 hours of training, and it will be the classes will be conducted in the evening. I'll explain that. Okay. Yeah. Now also, once you do your PG diploma, once you finish your diploma, and then you do your PG diploma, you will get additional certificates. Phonics certificate, but of course you have to attend classes. You cannot just get it like that, right? Calligraphy, you'll be learning calligraphy. STEAM DIY, that's science, technology, engineering. Basically, it's using, a very experiential approach. Coding, and this is what the PG diploma certificate looks like. We also have, we also will help you or assist you with employability. Okay. So we will teach you how to use AI to create a very good resume, CV, resume, curriculum, whatever you like to call it. We'll also help you to prepare for the interview and present yourself. And I just showed you the portfolio, right? So you have to prepare that. And as you know that we have trained 1000 plus educators who are working in different preschools. So say you're from Jaipur or from Pune or from Delhi or Bangalore or wherever, we can also connect you with them so that if you're looking for a job, we will be able to at least assist you. We're not saying that we are a job training agency, but we will help you by connecting you to our educators. Okay. Now I'll introduce you to the mentors who are the teachers for the program. Okay, there's Miss Manju Borkar. She is our academic head. She's also been a former principal and director. She's a program leader of our Cambridge certificate course. And you can see she's a very accomplished, technology trainer, Google, Microsoft, Nearpod, leadership coaching, soft skills, robotics. So she's an extremely talented teacher and a trainer. I'm Nishita Israni. I've also been a vice principal and I've been a head of the center. I'm also a teacher trainer, on the certificate, the Cambridge course, and I've worked with, institutes or places in Gurgaon, in Bangalore, in Singapore, in Hong Kong, and also I am a Google certified educator, and I have also done my master's from postgraduate diploma from University of Bath, UK. We also have Miss Upasana. She's also been a former head of department of the early years in an IB and Cambridge school, and she's an early childhood education specialist. She's also done her certificate in international preschool teaching from Singapore, and she's a double certified in Jolly Phonics, and she's also a Skill India certified teacher trainer. Okay. Now, apart from all of us who will teach you or your trainers, we also have visiting faculty who teach the social, emotional curriculum. Dr. Vinita Dubey, Miss Lok Mundra, who does the TED. She's a TED, speaker for storytelling. Now, you will want to know that this course, is it like one level? Is it two levels? So this is in two levels. Okay. The first level is diploma and the second level is PG diploma. Okay. So in diploma, you will be getting totally three certificates. One is, of course, the government NCVT. Second is Google. And of course, we will give you the up educators. So for that, you have, you have to make 5 journals. I showed you the examples, 10 lesson plans. You have to create appropriate teaching aids. We will be having a demo class and a viva. So you will be prepared to teach a class. Okay. What are the topics in diploma? The topics are introduction to ECCE, history and philosophy of ECCE, of course, primary years, child development and psychology, behavioral and learning difficulties, child welfare, health and safety, literacy and numeracy skills. Obviously, we'll teach you how to teach that. Blending movement, music, and creativity. We have a module on lesson planning, worksheets, assessment, maintaining records, and on professional ethics and continuing professional development and how to involve parents. Okay. The fees for this is actually 24,000, the full fees for this, because it is broken up into diploma training, the Google training, exam fee, Skill India training, Up Educators AI platform, right? And then for the PG diploma. So once you complete the diploma, you continue to PG diploma. And in this, you have the same topics as in diploma. That means whatever you did, but you also have additional topics, extra topics, which are building 21st century skills, differentiated learning, understanding children with special needs, classroom and time management, job readiness, preschool and daycare management. Okay. And like I mentioned, in this, you will be getting total 6 certificates. Okay. You'll be getting the NCVT, and of course, you'll be getting the Google, but you'll also be getting phonics, coding, calligraphy, and STEAM DY. Okay. And for this, again, you have to do 5 additional journals and age appropriate learning materials. It all happens over a period of time. So please don't worry that this is so much of work. It happens as we do the modules, we keep laying the work for you. We'll also be having you doing a demo lesson, mock interview, viva. So you are prepared. If you go for any interview, you will be well prepared to go for that. Okay. And the fees for the postgraduate diploma is 33,000. Okay. That's your fees. And this is the breakup. But today we are giving you a special offer, and I have just shared in the chat window the coupon code which you can use. You'll have to click on that. You can do that in just 2 minutes. I have a few more slides. So today we are offering, or for the next 2 days, we are offering the diploma course for you for 13,900 instead of 24,000. So that is a huge, huge discount. And this is what it is. And the PG diploma is 19,900, okay, instead of 33,000. So this is only for the next 48 hours. And of course, you will be getting 6 certificates in the PG diploma. Okay. Now I'm just going to share a few testimonials by the teachers who have done the course, mentioning how it has been very useful for them, that they have learned modern teaching methodologies. They have learned how to use AI well. They are able to run their classes better. They also have really enjoyed the interaction with us, and they have got appreciated at their workplace, and it has also helped them with their Montessori training. Okay. And they found the classes to be very informative, and every topic was covered in very detailed way, right? So let's see the video testimony of one of our teachers. She's Miss Vidya, and she teaches in a school where she has 50 plus children in her class. So she'll give you her feedback.
But when I did this diploma course, I came to know about many more things. Means how to deal with our kids, those who don't have those students who are crying, how to cope up with them, or how to cope up with my 58 students. That was a big challenge to me, and because of you and your team, now I'm very happy with all the activities and to teach in the class. I'm very happy. Means I go in, I take the use of AI tool and I download the stories, the songs and all, and I go in the class and I'm very happy to teach them because कोई घिसा पिटा वो बुक में से पढ़ो और सिखाओ. It becomes this वही सब पढ़ के ना I feel very boring. When I saw all this, the AI tool is very something new to me. Canva I knew, Canva app, then InShot also I knew, but AI is very new to me. And now at this age I can handle it. So thanks for your team of educators, ma'am. Well, but when
Right. So that was a teacher. Now we are showing you a small testimony, just a quick one about a parent, Ms. Diksha, and she talks about how this course helped her as a parent.
Honestly, I've been using a lot of blending technology with writing, with paperwork, with the doodling. So I am trying to bring in a lot of dimensions of all of this, what I have learned from you all here. And I am able to teach her all the new Cambridge concepts myself pretty well. I do have that confidence that wherever she's stuck, I'm able to, help her to sail through that difficulty. And the most important thing I have learned is, which has really helped me, is as a parent, I can very, very confidently go to a teacher in a parent teacher meeting and I can clearly see the gaps of why the child is not able to learn the concept. And I, as a parent, has to do a lot of hand holding at home. So, that I'm able to spot the I would not say errors, but yes, there are gaps in the way the school is also delivering the curriculum. So that helps me to overcome those problems at home. अगर मैं ये नहीं करती तो शायद मुझे नहीं आता, मुझे समझ में नहीं आता कि how can I help her to get through her difficulties. Honestly.
Right. So, of course, I have shared the coupon code with you. And once again, I'm sharing the coupon code. So please do fill it up of the fees. Yeah. For the NTT course, yes. Rifat, you're asking about the fees. I just shared the course fees. But if you like, I can go back to that slide once again. Okay. So for the diploma, it's 13,900 instead of 24,000. And for the PG diploma, it's 19,900 instead of 33,000. Okay. So you can see that it's literally the half of 24,000 is 12,000. So it's almost a 40% discount that you're getting. So please click on the coupon code, which has been shared with you. And once you fill it up, you will be also getting, diploma fees. Neha, once again, I have put it on that particular slide. The diploma fees is 13,900 instead of 24,000, right? And the PG diploma is 19,900 instead of 33,000, right? And you can see what is the breakup over here, right? What was the cost? There is and in spite of the fact that there's so many sub parts to it, we are actually giving you a very, very good offer and a very discount. Okay. So I think that's kind of clear. And yeah, you of course saw the testimony. So you also know how it has benefited the people who are practicing teachers. It has benefited those parents. That's also helped them. Right. And I'm just going to take maybe a minute or two to explain to you what are the other courses. Now, all of you will be very curious that what time is the class. Okay. So these classes, right? Yes. So we do have a SM, somebody call SM. Yes, we do have a Montessori course. And I'm just going to take you through that. These classes are held on Monday, thrice a week. You can either choose Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or you can choose Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. You get 3 days. And we have classes. There's an evening session, 5:30 to 7. You can do that 3 times a week. Or if you want to do evening, we have an 8:30 to 10 session, late evening. You can choose whatever is convenient for you. So once you fill up this coupon code, I'm once again sharing it with you, you will get a certificate for attending the webinar, and also our counselors will be in touch with you, right? They will be in touch with you and you will be able to avail of this discount, okay, for this course, okay? So I have a question from somebody saying that, do you have Montessori course? Yes, we have. So if you go to our website and I'll show you, we have that course. We also conduct the Google Certified Educator course, standalone. This is part of your course. The trainer course. We also have Microsoft Certified Educator in case you want to do that, online teacher training teaching course with Google. Okay. We have the innovative teaching practice. Even that's a very good course if any of you want to do that. I mentioned to you that we partner with Cambridge, so certificate and diploma we conduct. NTT, I just explained everything to you, and you will be getting the 3 certificates, one from the government of India, one from the Google, and one from Up Educators, right? We have advanced AI courses, STEM robotics courses, certified STEM teacher courses, a digital marketing course, coding and AI courses. And we also have a course called instructional design course. And in case you want to see what is the other course, I think we have a question. I'm just going to take you to upeducators.ai so that you can have a look. And I'm just going to show that to you. Upeducators.com is our website. I'm just projecting it up here. And you can see that since one of you asked me the question on the screen, we have the Montessori Teachers Training course. I think one of you asked me this question in the chat window. I can see that. Yeah. Yeah. Once again, I'm sharing the feedback link for those of you who did not get it as yet in the main chat. I hope you got the feedback link, right? So if you go to our website, you can see what are the courses, all of them, right? There's also Montessori Teachers Training course, okay? There's Cambridge, there is nursery teachers training, and all the topics are mentioned, right? So please feel free to go to our, I'm just gonna once again copy this and I'm going to put it in the chat window if any of you are interested. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what it is. But yeah, thank you so much all for attending this course. If you have any questions, you have any queries, please feel free to unmute or put it in the chat window, and I'm happy to answer any of your questions. All this content that we will be showing you during the classes, all of that is available on our LMS, Learning Management. You will have access to that. You can have access to recordings for 1 full year. You can see that. You can also have access to the AI platform that I mentioned, upeducators.ai. So that's really, yeah, that's what, yeah. So thank you. Thank you very much, all of you. Wish you a very good evening. And I hope that you found this to be a useful webinar. And I would love to have you all in my class, the NTT class. It's a really great course, goes into major detail. And best part is that we have a lot of interaction and you will also learn a lot of practical strategies, which is the most important thing for the teacher, right? So thank you all. Wishing you a very good night. And please do check out the website, upeducators.com, www.upeducators.com. And please do fill up the coupon code so that you can avail of the discount, and you'll also be able to get the certificate for attending this, right? So for the webinar. So once again, I've put it in the chat window. Please click on it, complete the, yeah. Thank you, Sujata. Thank you very much. Thank you for attending the session and wish you all a very good night and a lovely weekend. Any more questions, any more queries, please do feel free to ask. Yeah, once again, Rinchen, I'm just sharing the feedback link. Yeah, I just shared it once again. Please click on the same. Yeah, thank you, Mansi. Wish you a good night. Thank you, Rinchen.